Welcome to another daily inspiration by turbomind.com. In this section, we are going to learn about constructive and destructive criticism from Brian Tracy's book Maximum Achievement. Strategies and skills that will unlock your hidden powers to succeed. Quote, the average parent criticizes his or her children as many as 8 times for every time he or she praises them. Parents criticize their children unthinkingly in an attempt to get them to improve their behavior, but exactly the opposite occurs, because destructive criticism undermines the child's self-esteem and weakens his or her self-concept. Effectiveness decreases rather than increases. The child's performance gets worse, not better. The whole purpose of criticism is you must give it is performance improvement. It is to help the other person to be better as a result. Constructive criticism is not done for revenge. It is not a vehicle to express your displeasure or anger. Its purpose is to help, not hurt, or you should refrain from using it at all. First, protect the individual's self-esteem at all costs. Treat it like a balloon with your words as potential needles. Be gentle. With my children, I always begin the process of correction with the words, I love you very much, and then I go to give them the feedback and guidance they require to do better. Second, focus on the future, not the past. Don't cry over spilled milk. Talk about, what do we do from here? Use words like, next time, why don't you? Third, focus on the behavior or the performance, not the person. Replace the word you with a description of the problem. Instead of saying, you are not selling enough, instead say, your sales figures are below what we expect. What can we do to get them up? Fourth, use I message to retain ownership of your feelings. Instead of saying, you make me very angry. Instead say, I feel very angry when you do that. Or I am not happy about this situation and I would like to discuss how we could change it. Seventh, assume that the other person wants to do a good job and that if he or she has done a poor job or made a mistake, it was not deliberate. The problem is limited skills, incomplete information, or a misunderstanding of some kind. Be calm, patient, supportive, sensitive, clear, and constructive rather than angry or destructive. Build the person up rather than tearing him or her down. There is probably no faster way for you to build self-esteem and self-efficacy in others than by immediately ceasing all destructive criticism. You will notice the difference at once in all your relationships. End of quote. From the book of Maximum Achievement, Brian Tracy. So, what can we learn from Brian Tracy's description of constructive and destructive criticism? Very simply is that as within, so without. That everything in our lives starts from within. From our thoughts and feelings. Whatever we are, we have manifested. Whatever we think, we tend to attract and manifest in our lives, especially our dominant thoughts. What are those? The ones we have most of the time, the ones we repeat each day. Our thinking patterns. As he says, thoughts objectify themselves, meaning you cannot have a thought in which your mind doesn't have a consequence. You cannot have a thought tax-free or consequence-free. It is also states how important is how you treat others and what you tell them, especially children. Destructive criticism is like a cancer. It spreads rapidly. You can hurt a person very much by what you tell them. This is why it's so important to choose our thoughts and what we tell other people. Action exercise. Number 1. Create a series of powerful affirmations as every day in every way I am better and better. Every day I am stronger and stronger. Every day I am healthier and healthier. I am richer, wealthier, and more prosperous. I like people and I treat them well. I encourage them. Remember to repeat them often and with feeling. Use your whole body as an affirmation vehicle. Use your voice, your expression. The more senses involved, the stronger it will be. Number 2, decide to spend one day only thinking, saying, and talking only positive thoughts or words. For one full day, you will stop every time you have a negative or destructive thought, and will also stop every time you catch yourself talking or speaking something negative about someone else or to someone else. You are going to live a negative free for one full day. You can develop a positive thought you can have in your mind for one full day. One as every day, in every way, I am better and better. Have this sentence repeated for one full day. The best way to prevent negative thoughts is to have positive ones in your mind at all times. Our lives becomes our affirmations. Sooner or later, we manifest what we think most of the time. Number 3, every time that today you meet or talk with someone, you are going to say something positive in the first 10 seconds. You can say something about the way they look, or the way they dress, or whatever. Something positive in the first 10 seconds. This is the easiest way to start on the right foot on any conversation with any person, anywhere in the world. Again, thanks for listening to the TurboMind's Daily Inspiration. You can visit us at turbomind.com and get the latest updates. And remember to subscribe to our newsletter so you can easily have access to other inspirational messages that will uplift you and your future. Have a beautiful and a prosperous day.